Oh, well, here we go again. What are you going to give me for him?
That's the unmistakable sound of the Nighthawks. And this is a very brief history of the amazing London Quartet, one of the most popular groups in the history of the society. They got together in 1959 and packed a lifetime of memories into the next 10 years. It was a journey that took them around the world, brought them many honors, and made them a barbershop legend. That deep, rich bass came from a gentleman named Bert Ellis, the elder statesman of the group. John Sutton sang the baritone the way that baritone should be sung, like a second lead. The most unique ring in the Nighthawks sound was provided by the laser lead of Jim Turner. Greg Backwell sang tenor and also did most of the music, and was the only coach they ever had. Together, they were a powerful force in the barbershop world and left a proud legacy in Ontario. They won 10 consecutive Ontario championships and finished in the international top 10 9 times. Each year they competed against the best quartets in the society and ended up winning 4 international medals. They almost won it all in 1963, coming away with the second-place silver medal. That contest was right here in Toronto, and this year marks the 50th anniversary of that sterling achievement. In 1960, the Nighthawks sang a command performance in London, England for His Royal Highness Prince Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. It was the first overseas flight for a society quartet, and they took full advantage of it by laying the groundwork for what is now known as BABS. This was also the very first overseas flight for a brand new airline called Air Canada, and it set several speed records across the Atlantic. One of the reasons for the Nighthawks' success was their unique and exciting arrangements. Greg did most of their music, including songs like Back in the Old Routine, Buddy Can You Spare a Dime, and this showstopper, The Auctioneer.
$35 bidding and a $40 40. When you give me 40, make a 40 bid for a $40. When you give me 40, who'll you give me $40 bid? $40 bid, got a $40 bidding and a 45. When you give me 45 to make a 45, when you 45, sold that hog for a $45 bid.
Speaking of The Auctioneer, the Hawks taught their arrangement to the young Osmond brothers. Tenor Donnie was about 6 years old. It was at a show that they did together in Spencer, Iowa. The kids picked it up in no time, without any music. And the next Friday night, they sang it on the Andy Williams Show. And their kids and grandkids have been singing it ever since. Over the years, the Nighthawks have sung for many celebrities. Here's a Florida newspaper showing the quartet hamming it up with Bobby Bragan, manager of the Milwaukee Braves. In 1975, the London chapter presented the Hawks with these Thanks for the Memories plaques for the many contributions to the chapter, the district, and the society. The Ontario District also honored the quartet on stage in Toronto in 2003. It was the 40th anniversary of their silver medals in 1963. In 2006, the Nighthawks were featured on the cover of the Harmonizer and called one of the best ever. The article contained many glowing quotes from prominent barbershoppers. Lloyd Steinkamp said that when he judged them, he broke his pencil. In 2009, the Ontario District paid tribute to the quartet by naming a new trophy after them. It was for the Ontario Regional Quartet Championship, and it was to be named the Nighthawks Trophy. They asked Greg to design the award, and this is his truly unique creation. This photo was taken at the Ontario Convention in 2003. It's not a clear shot, but it is very significant because it's the last picture ever taken of the Nighthawks. Lead Jim Turner was in very poor health at the time and passed away shortly after. One of the highlights of the quartet's career came in 1960. It was the International Convention in Dallas when they sang "Brother, Can You Spare a Dime?" Greg had just finished the arrangement, and it was the first time that they had ever taken it on stage. The impact on the audience and the judges was absolutely stunning. We'll leave you with this killer tag. It helped to make the Nighthawks a barbershop legend.